Gina some reaction for her wonderful sharing, very inspiring for all ladies out there. She's been a housewife for such a long time, and now she is the country stockist with the rank of diamond just in 1 year's time. Madam Gina, congratulations again.
Thank you.
Yeah. And yeah, now it's time to invite our next VIP sharer. He's got a very amazing story as well. He joined Phytoscience on the 17th of June, which is June 2020, which is, I think, at the peak of our lockdown period. And he's been teaching physics at a few universities and is still teaching. And when asked why PS, why Phytoscience, they said that he's been able to touch lives. And personal testimonies, he has got about 1,000 testimonies. That's really a big number. And from people from all over the world. So he not only made money, but also most importantly, touching lives of the people. And this man is really generous. He is actually freely given out products worth $30,000, leaders. It's not small money. $30,000 worth of products were given freely to his prospects and his leaders, right? And he said through PS, through Phytoscience, he has not only earned money and touched lives, but he's also learned more about how the body works and the details of stem cell and immune system. So let's put our hands together and invite our Professor Babatunde Adiloye from Nigeria, Blue Diamond. Professor Babatunde, it's over to you.
Thank you so much, Lady Selvi. You are always wonderful. You are a top-notch.
Thank you so much.
Host. Lillian, you have been so wonderful presentation on products. And Barbara, what a presentation on the finances, how you can make a lot of money from Phytoscience. Madam Gina, wonderful presentation all the way from Philippines. This is Adiloye Babatunde, a professor of physics at the University of Lagos, Nigeria. A warm welcome to our guests and members of Phytoscience. Our guests, particularly our special guests, the ones coming on board the meeting for the first time. It is good to have the opportunity to talk on this platform, and I would like to give many thanks to Phytoscience International for giving me the opportunity to talk today. Now, when you look at Phytoscience, what we are offering the world is the possibility of having multiple organ transplantation without tears. We had the story of the man who received the kidney of a pig and how he died within 2 weeks. That was a particularly risky thing to do, because when you take an organ from someone else, or you take some cells from somebody else, the immune system will attack those cells, we attack the organ, thinking they are enemy cells. And you don't want that to happen. So that is why we talk so much about compatibility. But this man did not take that into consideration. A lot of things were done to see or to make the pig kidney to be compatible with that of a man. But if it is so difficult getting a man whose kidney is compatible with that of another man, how are you going to make that of a pig compatible with that of a man? I also saw the viral video of a head being transplanted. It's going around now. A whole head and the neck being transferred to another person. And then the people who are in the forefront of that innovation, so to speak, just mentioned taking some pills that will prevent the immune system, that is immunosuppressants, to prevent the immune system from attacking the grafted head. There's a lot of work. They should not have just glossed over it, because it's a serious thing. If you miss your dosage just for a single dosage, so you are supposed to take it in the morning, afternoon, and evening, and you miss just one, then the body might reject the organ. And if it's going to reject the whole head and all the organs in the head, you can imagine the kind of danger such a person will put himself into. But the company just glossed over it as if it was just the most minute thing concerning grafting, that is taking on the organ of another person. Then you have to look at the world now. We have looked at a little bit of the head. The world is passing through a lot of financial problem now. And then you begin to wonder where you're going to put your money. Are you going to put your money on treasury bills? Not very advisable. It's a fixed percentage. For instance, if it's at 21%, and then inflation comes up to 100% in a year, all your money has already been wiped out. What about shares? We all remember what happened in 2008. A lot of people lost a lot of money, and some even died because of the pressures that came on them because of the losses they made in the stock market. What about landed property? It has been touted that this is one of the best ways of investing your money. But if you bear in mind that in the last 2 years, maybe your currency has lost 400, it has become just 100%, or rather just 1/4 of what it used to be about 2 years ago. So all the gains you thought you made in buying that piece of land is already swallowed by inflation. What about cryptocurrency? We know how cryptocurrencies move. For instance, in the year 2018, December, the Bitcoin was $20,000. By June 2019, it was $10,000. And then 2020 December, it was $49,000. By December 2022, it was $18,000. So a lot of people lose a lot of money on coins and on shares as well. You can imagine investing when it's $20,000 dollars, and then it's coming down to $10,000 in just a short period of time within a year. Now, let's take a look at cryptocurrency just the same way, as I said, and take a look at Forex. Forex is on the same level as cryptocurrency. And, you know, if you are into Forex, you could have a leverage of 100 to 1. That is, you're trying to maximize the amount of money you're going to make when the market moves. And if you have such just 100 to 1 leverage, and the market drops, the price drops just 1%, then you have lost 100%, completely 100%. Are you depending on your pension? Pension has become almost nothing now. Inflation has swallowed up pension, because whatever your money could buy 4 years ago, you're going to need about maybe 10 times more to buy now. What about online investment? A lot of people come to you and tell you how they are making so much money on cryptos and on shares and on whatever they are doing there. They even tell you that you should bring your money, they can invest on your behalf. Don't ever make that mistake. They tell you that all you need is just 16 months, 6 months, 10 months, a year to get your money back. Or whenever anybody tells you that that's a Ponzi scheme, they don't have anything they are doing. And if you are going to invest in shares or in cryptos, please do that on your own. But if you are going to do that, that's a lot of pressure on yourself, because it's not going to be easy for you to learn all these things. And then even the best of traders still lose a lot of money. Indeed, 90% of people who engage in Forex lose heavily. Are you going to be the 10%? And even that, at how much, what am I going to gain in a year? But what does Phytoscience offer you? A completely different thing entirely, in the sense that it's just a few thousand, in fact, less than $1,000, you could make a lot of money. Take a look at me. I'm a blue diamond in Phytoscience, which means that I've made over $50,000. And as I said earlier, I've given out about $30,000 worth of products, which makes me a diamond in giving out products, a blue diamond in what I have earned from Phytoscience. Now, if you put that into consideration, how did $1,000 become $50,000? And if you add the $30,000 on top, and those $30,000 are even more valuable than the $50,000, because what is most important is touching lives. Are you going to open a shop? No. You open a shop in this harsh economy, you are just deceiving yourself. You are not going to make much money out of that. And whoever you employ to help you with it, it's a negative world, so to speak. He's going to be thinking about more of himself or herself, rather than what you are going to make from the business. Now, what does Phytoscience give you? No losses, all profit. And if they are going to ask me to do anything now, if you are not giving my money the same day, at the end of the day, same time, or the end of the day, which is what Phytoscience offers you, I'm not going to put my money into it. Phytoscience gives you enough products to even get over whatever you invested. If you are putting in $1,000, you are putting $500, you are sure that the products you are getting will be worth maybe 25% or 50% more than you put into it. So there's no way I'm going to lose. And then how do you make the business work for you? Can you do the business? Yes. When I came in, I never thought I'd be able to do the business. I never thought I could do network marketing. But Phytoscience is offering you something different from what has been in operation for so long. You know, companies force you to take products they cannot market. And in the name of giving you points that will qualify you for one thing or another, they put the products that they cannot sell in your house. You stock your house just because you want to rank. Phytoscience is not any like that. Because once you come into Phytoscience, you discover that the products sell like hotcake, in the sense that these are products that everybody on the surface of the earth needs. Indeed, we are on a mission. We must touch all the people on the surface of the earth. And I know where I'm going to rest until I touch as many lives as I possibly can. If I have over 1,000 testimonies, you can imagine how far and wide my products have gone. I've been making use of Facebook and WhatsApp mainly. You are going to find what works for you, because each individual will find out on his or her own what works. I have been putting up a lot of stuff on Facebook, and a lot of my clients came from Facebook. And what we offer in Phytoscience is, when they come in, we tell them about the product. And then, yes, we market, but you're not hawking products. We're asking people, you are going to gain a lot by signing up. And then if you sign up, you're also going to be able to touch lives. You see, that's the beauty of signing up. If you don't sign up, you find it difficult touching many lives. If you don't make a business of it, you're not likely to touch many lives. And then talking about touching lives, you see, the place where you're working, where you're serving as that is in your church or your mosque or your place of worship, you can really touch a lot of lives. There's a reason we are together in our place of work, in the same place of worship, and in an environment. There's also a reason why we are even together on Facebook, on WhatsApp. So you're able to touch lives. For instance, take a look at me. My office, opposite my office, is my environmental office. And then there's a woman there who could not shift once she sat. And if she shifted a little bit, the pain was too much. And just a pack of crystal cell, and she was okay. Not just that, the son was wetting his bed at the age of 10, over 10 years of age, and the sister was sleeping on the bed, the poor boy was sleeping on the floor. The first time I saw the boy, his confidence was at the 0 level. And then later the mother told me she brought him to the clinic. The diagnosis was born with a small bladder. And in just 3 days, this boy's bladder became okay. He never did but wet his bed at least twice every night. And this boy, since that time, never bothered to wet it. Let me just put it that way. He don't wet his bed anymore. And I can go on and on, but I can see that our time is not on my side. As I said, over 1,000 testimonies. I'm going to give each of these testimonies a whole day will not suffice. But I must touch a few before I drop my my talk on this platform. There's a nurse in the UK who never believed that the products could take care of diabetes permanently or high blood pressure permanently. She watched me for a long time on Facebook and then gathered enough courage to contact me, and then she signed up and took the product for 6 months. You know, in the UK, being a nurse, she had to take the test, the usual test. She had to take the test. And then she sent a message to me. Good news. My blood sugar is now normal. And so when I posted the testimony, usually I post my testimonies, she contacted me and said, I should not tell people that there's a permanent cure for high blood pressure and diabetes. I told her it was not coming back. 2 years after that now, the woman is still having her sugar at the normal level. I have a lot of testimonies. I haven't have them on slide, but I think I should stop here for the day. So once again, I would like to thank Phytoscience International for giving me the opportunity to talk, and then our guests for coming around today. So before I go, please contact whoever invited you to this meeting, and then tell them that you are ready to sign up now. You can't afford to waste a minute. If I had come in a little bit earlier than my sister in the business, everything that I did, she did would have been appearing under one of my legs. But it's the other way around. Whatever I do is appearing under the leg of my sister because she came in just before I did. So please, we are on a mission. We want to touch as many lives as possible. You cannot afford to shirk your duties, which is more important than any other duty on the surface of the earth, is to make life easier for your fellow. Thank you once again. Lady Selvi, over to you.
Thank you very much, Prof. Thanks a lot for sharing that wonderful testimony. And I think you can write a book now because you've got so many testimonies, right? I would love to hear more things from you and, more probably motivation. But